I got the on, yeah.
Good morning, Loveland High School. I'm Susie Kramer.
And I'm Lola Jones.
And these are your morning announcements. The Student Council election process will begin on Monday, April 7th. If you're interested in running, please check Aubrey for a link to the Google Form application and election packet and timeline. Additional election packets will be available on the first floor Student Council bulletin board or room 125.
Environmental Club is wanting a service opportunity. They are in need of adults with chainsaws to safely cut down calorie pears and in need of volunteers on April 12th. Make sure you wear a long-sleeve shirt and closed-toed shoes and bring your own gloves and safety goggles as supplies are limited. Do you play an instrument? Concert band and jazz auditions are happening now. Mr. G. Miller is looking for all instrumentalists to be a part of the 2025-26 concert bands. Get your fine arts credit for playing guitar or the trumpet during the school day. See Mr. G. Miller for more details or email him at.
Prom tickets are on sale until next week, Thursday, April 10th. Juniors and seniors, please check your email for more instructions on purchasing tickets.
The spring play You Can't Be Too Careful will be showing from April 10th through 12th. The tickets are on the Loveland Drama website. Make sure to check it out.
Audition materials for our choir programs are out now. For more information, go to lovelandvocalmusic.com or see Mr. Miller in the choir room. Now for the athletics.
Girls lacrosse tonight at home versus Kings, JV at 5:30, varsity at 7, and tomorrow we're playing at home versus Wyoming. JV plays at 10 and varsity plays at 11:30. Be there. Let's learn a little more about the history of Loveland with Zach.
Everything has to start somewhere, and in our case, our something is starting right here in historic Loveland. Loveland's start was in the glorious year of 1795, and this was the year Thomas Paxton was awarded 1,000 acres of land for all his time in the Civil War. So Paxton packed up his farm in Kentucky, and he had grand plans for this beautiful, peaceful little town that we all know and love called Paxton? Really, just Paxton. I thought I was self-centered. You couldn't even throw in a Ville? Fast forward a generation to 1848, where William Ramsey, a son-in-law to Paxton, and a soon-to-be-named sister restaurant across the street, signed a contract for 189 acres of land, and later combined this land to form the area that Loveland now sits on. But we all know Paxton didn't get a self-named settlement in the long run. That honor went to James Loveland, a man who operated the general store and post office by the train tracks. With most of the traffic and people coming via train in the late 1700s, James became widely known by most folks, and eventually his name stuck. Moving to the 1850s, much of Loveland's early growth is credited to Loveland's location in respect to the Little Miami Railroad. This all led to Loveland being officially chartered as a village in 1876, and the most exciting named mayor, John Law, was elected that year. Skipping forward to the year 1961, following a large population boom in the 50s, Loveland left its village adolescents and got leveled up to a chartered city. In the 1980s, the Little Miami Railroad was renovated and turned into the beautiful bike trail we all use and enjoy today. Which brings us to now, where over 1,300 people now call Loveland their home. We have a prospering downtown still reflecting our historic past, an old grand castle of our own that I filmed in the snow, and most importantly, a great community.
This past week, our drumline was at the Nutter Center. Let's hear from Ryan for more on that.
I'm standing here in front of the Wright State Nutter Center, where last Sunday, March the 30th, our indoor drumline placed first in their championship competition. Now, you might have a few questions, like what is indoor drumline? And how does an indoor drumline competition work?
So basically, it's just a percussion ensemble, and we compete around Ohio.
Now for the second question. How do these competitions work?
We go in, we unload our truck, which is full of our stuff. We have a quick warm-up, usually physical warm-up. Then we go out and perform for the judges. We get our placement, and then we leave.
We scored an 85.7, which in the words of the rubric would describe us as a group that frequently showed purpose, intent, and musicianship. But to those involved, it means much, much more.
Personally, for me, it meant a lot because I've been with Mr. Hadley for 3 years now, and we've never really come first for any finals. So finally, my senior year, coming first with him just meant a ton to me.
What made the win and the 85.7 even more meaningful in the final was the slow start that this group had at the beginning of the season. But through hard work and determination, our indoor drumline was able to go, fetch gold. That's pretty cool.
That's all we have for you today, Loveland High School.
That was not nice.